Okay. I've got my water in a festive situation. I usually drink cocoa out of this cup. I've got my ham and my potatoes. It's like one potato. There's so much potato, but it's just one potato. It wasn't even like the biggest potato I have. Now, this is where I want all of my friends who don't understand the stuff that goes on YouTube to just click off. You're not going to like it. I'm probably going to cuss. I'm going to rant. I'm going to rage. Because I just understand, though, if you continue on, yes, I know anybody could lie. This person could be guilty of what's being accused of him. But the thing is coming from the person it came from and the way he presented it, it is very obvious it's not true, and because of the history. Okay, I've done my homework on that one. So, okay. So, if you don't want me to cuss, you don't like to hear me say words, the words that YouTube won't pay you for, and or rant about YouTube stuff, just go. Bye. Merry Christmas. And also, I go pull my nose. It's not so much that it's running as much as it's threatening to run. Always. Anyway. What I want to talk about is the situation with Peter Mon. Peter Mon has 4 channels on YouTube. One is the way he started, which was BookTube, which is because he loves to read, and it's a book lover's kind of thing. The second one is a vlog. The third one was originally set up to be about his weight loss journey, but it was, my opinion is, just from watching him, he was getting like I do when I am too hardcore into it, getting kind of obsessed over all the numbers, little minute bits of number, and decided to change it to something called Peterisms, which are stories from his life as well as reading off vlogs. He's been a vlogger, and he's written articles for like Huffington Post and all sorts. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's also a writer. He's a reader and a writer. What he did for a living, though, for 13 years, was he was a substance abuse counselor. And that was after him having 10 years of being an addict and getting clean. He's been clean. His in fact, just a few. It was literally like last week that his 23rd, I think it was 22nd or 23rd sobriety birthday was. And that's what's so sad is it's such a good time, and it's Christmas and all this stuff. And this has been done to him. He also does a drama channel. My knife won't stay where it belongs. Now, I have no manners. I'm in my house. I can put my elbows on the table. I don't watch the other drama channels. I watch Peter, though, because first of all, he makes jokes. He does funny stuff. He flips fans. He's gay, and it's just funny. He's very funny. And he talks about certain things and certain people, like in the YouTube sphere. But by the end of it, the counselor part of him kicks in, and that's why I like it. It's because, yeah, he flips fans and he acts funny, and he has a drama phone. He has Pee-Pee, his little sidekick, who's a little chihuahua that he puts hats on, and poor Pee-Pee. And, but he gets serious by the end, and he actually imparts some very wise advice, especially when it comes to the subject of YouTubers who are openly abusing legal and illegal, well, for one person, it's illegal because she's only 19 or 20, substances. It's one thing, you know what I mean? If you want to drink, even if you want to get high, fine. But when your fan base are so young, I'm talking like preteen and early teen kids, and you're constantly talking about Xannies, pot, drinking, cocaine, etc., 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 even if you're not actually doing it, they're not going to realize that. They're not old enough to realize that. So this is why I like Peter. And his vlogs are very, very interesting, and I like to listen to him while I'm laying in bed sometimes. But there's also another drama channel person who is known for being particularly viperous with people, obsessing over people, specific people, and launching out all-out campaigns. And his little fan following will run after whoever he's pointing the finger at with a tenacious veracity that has just literally caused severe trauma to people, really. But okay, YouTubers fighting. No big deal. YouTubers dragging each other. Fine. I don't agree with it. I'm not a person who likes to drag a person. And I'm not mentioning the name of the person who did it. Simply because I don't want his name in my mouth. Anyway. And he doesn't deserve any attention for this. A year ago, I was not around for Peter a year ago when this happened, but at this time of year last year, this person launched an attack on Peter. He was getting death threats. I mean, like they were saying, go kill yourself, and just saying horrible, horrible things to him. That attack, however, from this particular YouTuber, was probably, though the people that went after him, they were out of line, was probably still within the guidelines of just dragging each other, right? That's what drama channels do. They drag other people, they drag each other. That's just that particular community on YouTube. But this guy has done something that has enraged me. And I hope Peter's lawyer just was like smiling, so happy to get that phone call. Because this guy did what you do not do to even your worst enemy. He manipulated and falsified what they call receipts. He falsified and manipulated receipts to make it, and then told a narrative with it, because even the receipts themselves don't say anything remotely like this, okay? But also, what he did was he showed the same things over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. Saying the same things over and over and over again. And putting in the narrative that there was something else more to this than what there was. And has accused him of being a pedophile. The person doing this is a gay man. And I thought we had the thing is we have gotten past, for the most part, the stereotype, the very bad, wrong stereotype that gay men are child molesters. And, I mean, there are gay male child molesters, and there are child molesters in every genre of the human species. But they got pegged with that because they were considered deviant. And so, of course, they want to be with another man. Of course they want to be with a kid. You know what I'm saying? That kind of mentality. But we've kind of gotten past that. And another gay man has lodged against a gay man. You're a pedophile. And there is literally no proof in this video this guy made. Nothing. Nothing about it implies he's a pedophile. Accused him of going after multiple young people on YouTube, and one of them has stood up and said, and spoken about it, and it's like, no, What are you talking about, mister? And I just wonder how poisonous your life must be. How vile and horrid your mind must be to do this for fun. Because he went so far as to supposedly give information about Peter's job and what he did, which is in part something that he has not done in 10 years, first of all. But he was saying, he was literally trying to call out people to try to cause a problem with Peter in his job. His real life, non-YouTube, non-internet, day-to-day job. And I can tell you why. It's so obvious. This person doesn't have a lot of credibility to start with. He is known for faking things, lying, exaggerating, everything. He recently came out with his own cosmetics line. Turns out it was cheap stuff from China that were giving people really bad reactions in their eyes and on their skin, and was just crap. But he'd been talking forever about how he was in the lab doing this, doing that, making his makeup. No, he wasn't. He was ordering it for dirt cheap off a website, or whatever in China, and passing it off. And what he'd been working on was the freaking packaging, probably. Because packaging looked good. It looked bougie. Makeup was not bougie. And everybody was reporting on it. Now remember, he and Peter have this history a year ago. Peter had been making videos about him. And he in turn made a smear campaign against Peter. Remember what I told you about Peter, though. He talks about it. He's funny, he talks about it, and then he imparts wisdom. He never is truly dragging anybody. He is literally trying to just kind of be wise about it. He's 45 years old. And the man that's doing this, by the way, to him, is in his 20s. So, this person half his age is trying to ruin his life. His real life that he spent, his adult life, college, a career, college, doing career, all that stuff, building. He's trying to take that away. Because he had the nerve, after a year of not doing a video on him, to do a video about the makeup. And he thinks he's smart. And that's the problem. This guy thinks he is so much smarter than everybody else. He thinks he's clever. He thinks that he's the world's best liar. He may believe his own lies, probably. No, the world's best actor. He may believe his own bullshit. The thing is he was sitting there trying to say that Peter had been sexually forward towards him privately, which Peter's happily married, and had talked about the fact this guy used to try to send him pictures that he was not comfortable with him sending him himself, and told him to stop. Right? He talked about long ago. He talked about that. Forever ago. That's been on the record for like 1,000 years. But he tried to flip it around, saying that Peter was being sexually aggressive towards him and bullying him. Okay, I've been watching Peter for a while now, and I've watched him do his vlogs, which is where he's the most real. He doesn't flip fans. He doesn't act silly. He doesn't do anything in his vlogs. It's literally him doing what I used to do in his car driving, only he has a camera to talk to. I just don't see this person. This person's character does not show that he is someone who would be that way. And I feel like I'm usually a pretty good judge of character, except for guys that I'm interested in. That's always wrong. Not that particular part of my senses does not work. But he was trying to say, literally sitting there with a smirk and a smile and, you know, saying, I have been sexually bullied and harassed for the last year by Peter. He was laughing and smiling and being giggly. If you're being sexually harassed or feel violated in some way, shape, or form, you're not going to sit there and talk about it giggly. You're going to sit there smirking. But anyway, I feel bad for Peter. And Peter, if you're watching this, look. In the past, I had someone who kind of went psycho on me the way this guy's gone on you. And he leveled a campaign of trying to make me and my former husband look bad in the place that we were social online, including charges that are equal to what this guy's saying about you, just to tear us down. Thank God YouTube didn't exist then. This guy would have gone psycho on me on YouTube. But I feel you. I know what it's like to have really disgusting things said about you in the public forum. And I think people who do those kinds of things seriously are in need of mental help. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean serious mental help. That is borderline personality disorder behavior. And if you're BPD, you need to get help. And that's not me knocking him at all. It could very well be that he's got a problem. Then he needs to go get help. If you've got a mental health issue, you need to get it taken care of. Just like if you break your leg, you're not going to walk around with a broken leg, are you? If you get like a huge wound, get a bleeding open wound, you're not going to not go to the emergency room, are you? But when your illness is starting to be toxic to other people, that's not good. I feel very, very positive that this guy manipulated everything. And was obviously manipulated. I mean, he's known for it. And it was just revenge. And there are only two other drama channels. They all hate each other but stick together at the same time, if that makes sense. There are two other drama channels that won't speak out against this guy. And one guy posted a video saying he had no part of it. He wasn't part of this. He wasn't part of this. Acting like he was having panic attack and stuff. And whether it was real or not, I don't know. But it made me think maybe the guy who's doing this has something that could damage their reputations. And I mean, YouTube is their career. If you get a scandal big enough, you're history. Especially if it involves underage people, which is what this guy is trying to do with Peter. But I think, it makes me wonder, does he have something on these other two people? Or are they just afraid of him because they've seen what he's done? Either way, though, and I used to watch this guy because I thought he was funny sometimes, but he just kept getting more and more nasty and more obsessed, so I stopped watching him. And I watched him primarily because the beauty community, which is what he was covering, it's kind of funny sometimes with all the drama. He just started becoming nasty, just nasty, nasty. I was like, ugh, no. I mean, YouTube is a great thing, and I just hate that people use it for to try to tear people down. Isn't that right, Gwenny? Where you at, baby? Oh, there you are. Say hello, Gwenny. Mama loves you. Mama loves you. Okay. Here you go. So, oh, cat hair. Cat hair on my face. That's what happens when you kiss your cat. So that's all I have to say about that subject. So it's Christmas Eve. Let's talk about something good. Last Christmas, I was very depressed. I get seasonal affective disorder anyway. I mean, I get depression in general, but it is like, I know it's coming, like October to January, February, you know, in that area. That's the range. And admittedly, I felt it trying to, I don't even know how to explain this. When I feel depression and anxiety trying to break through all the meds that I'm on for it feels like it's like far away, or it's in another room whispering to me. And I felt myself trying to go into it this year, but I haven't. And Christmas is just a depressing time of year for me because I'm down to one family member. I'm single, no kids. I'm literally not in the place I should be in life at all at 47. I have none of the things. But this year, and I'm staying on topic of YouTubers, by the way. This year I was rolling deep in the depression in January. I'll give you one gold-plated guess. And I watched a couple people on YouTube. I watched Graveyard Girl, Bunny, because she was funny, and she, you know, she was my kind of person. I liked her. She was funny, and she was fun. I had watched Jenna Marbles a little bit, but I was not, though I'd done videos randomly here and there since like 2009. My cat is chasing her tail. 2009. I didn't watch a lot of people. I wasn't active on YouTube. YouTube was something that I used to share awareness and information about myself with large groups of people. And where I went to go look up songs. If I wanted to hear a song that I couldn't get like on Spotify or whatever, or I didn't have, or prior to Spotify, didn't have it downloaded or didn't buy it, But I was watching a bunny video. I just kind of looked over to the side and had the recommended videos. And there's one, I don't even remember what the first video was, okay? But it caught my attention. I was like, what? Oh, I need to see this. It was such a marvelous, stupendous thing. I had to see it. And what happened was, it was Shane Dawson. One of the most famous YouTubers in the world, which, by the way, took me months to grasp that there were famous YouTubers and that it was a job. I had no idea. I don't know. I'm 47. I'm in middle-aged land. Anyway, but what happened was I started watching and kept watching and kept watching and kept watching for days and days. And I started laughing. And just, laughing at the most inappropriate things. And just him doing the most outrageous, ridiculous things. But it's still somehow on my mental level. Which scares me that there's another human being that would think these things. We're about to eat some cake. This is my surprise. I didn't cut any because I just want a couple bites of it. I got this. It's my Christmas treat. It was frozen when I got it. Let's look at the cake. She has moosey moose on the inside. Ganache on top. Drizzle and chips. And just a little freezer part. Hold on. I already ate a piece of it the other day. Anyway, Shane, while I'm eating cake. I'm sorry, Shane, if you're watching this. I hope this doesn't trigger you, but baby, I deserve it. I behaved myself. I deserve some cake. So sweet. So sweet. Anyway, back to my story. I started laughing, and as a result of it, I came out of my depression. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Shane Dawson cures depression. He didn't cure my depression. However, there is something to be said for laughter being the best medicine. That's an old saying, but it's true. Laughter is the best medicine. I need that taste out of my mouth. Ugh. It ain't right. No, almond. And I just kind of fell absolutely in love in a non-romantic sense with Shane. It's like he could be my little brother or my son, literally. Everybody I knew that I grew up with had a kid the year before he was born, so why not? I could have birthed a little YouTuber. But he's my kind of people. And I'm thankful for that. And I've enjoyed this year of watching his videos they started out 5 times a week at the beginning of the year. Now they're 3 times a week. Did I break him? Shane, did I break you? But he's doing things that are more in depth and more creative and more things with a lot more heart in them now. And I'm very proud of what he's doing. It's more of it's less of him being silly and being, trying to be funny, and more of him really just, putting his heart into things. And I feel proud for him. I'm proud of him. I think some of it is me transferring the fact that we have similar histories. And, I mean, like, a lot. I mean, like, it's fucking weird. We decided we were going to write the same autobiography. Except for the relationship thing. He's good at the relationship thing. Both of us, 22 years old, never been kissed, still a virgin, never had a girlfriend / boyfriend. We both get somebody. He's successful at it. Well, I was married for 11 years, but he picked good people. Damn it, Shane. Can't you be here with me in my misery? I've got to burp. It didn't come out. Now it came out. There it is again. But we had just have such similar histories, and there's so much of our story that's the same or almost the same, and so much of what we wanted to do with ourselves is the same. I wanted to write and direct movies. He wants to write and direct movies, including scary movies. Mine are dramas / scary movies. His would probably be scary movies and probably some comedy. I'm not funny. I am not a funny person. Anyway, every once in a while I manage to get like a good role of being funny, but I'm too freaking morbid. Which he's morbid too, but I'm morbid in. Why is it? There's dark stuff for some. I can't get my words out. There is black sooty stuff right here because I accidentally set the lid to a candle on here. Idiot. Anyway, I think that's all for this. I ranted and raved about people being assholes. And I ended it with a little upbeat with someone who's not an asshole. You're not an asshole, Shane. Okay. See you later, babies. Bye.